Chapter 1. You are listening at FameTV.info. The early morning sun, through the atmosphere of the noble floor-to-floor windows warm sprinkled in. On the Italian rose bed in the presidential suite, Bai Xiaoai's consciousness slowly wakes up, and his whole body's aching feeling spreads into his brain like a sea of mountains, which is so clear and frightening. She slowly opened her eyes and looked at the luxurious bedroom in front of her. She felt a dream in a foreign country. Her body moved and she wanted to stretch her aching limbs. Look, a handsome suffocating face belonging to a man, suddenly appeared in front of her. Deep facial contour, thick black and strong brows, closed eyes, thin lips with perfect lines, no matter from which point of view, are perfect enough to be remembered at one glance. Looking down, the strong chest of man exposed to the air is full of male flavor. Bai Xiaoai's head exploded and his body froze. Last night, some sporadic memories burst out. As soon as she got off the plane, her stepmother and sister Bai Ziqi received the hotel, saying that her father had been arrested and that she wanted to talk to a lawyer about something. At the dinner table, she drank some of her sister's drinks. Before long, she was all weak. She vaguely remembered that she was sent into the hotel room by her stepmother and sister, and a bald, wretched old man climbed into her bed. At that time, she was scared. Although she had no strength, she was still biting her teeth and struggling to push the old man away. I don't know if his behavior angered the old man. He waved and slapped her face heavily. All of a sudden, my mind is full of stars. After that, there was no later. Her memory suddenly stopped here. Now the pain all over her body suggests that she was mostly violated last night. But Mingming is a bald old man. How did he become him? Now he's such a peerless and excellent man. It's too weird. Bai Xiaoai has no time to think about it. Before the man wakes up, he'd better leave first. Grabbed the falling dress, quickly put it on. Bai Xiaoai crept to the door, reached for the door. But it can't be opened. The door seems to be locked from the outside. Bai Xiaoai is in a hurry. What can I do if I can't get out? She looked back at the man in the bed, but found that he did not know when he was awake. Those black eyes with perfect shape and pure and introverted look at her like a thief in her spare time. Are you awake? Bai Xiaoai's mouth was so shocked that she couldn't even speak. The man was so lazy on the big bed, but it gave her a very extraordinary aura. Come here. The man's sexy thin lips are slightly opened, and the magnetic voice comes quietly. Come here. Bai Xiaoai was stunned and forgot to respond for a while. Now in this situation, she really didn't know whether to ask the man what happened last night, or whether to go in the past. Moon. Seeing her stupidly in place, the man softly called her name. Bai Xiaoai's eyes suddenly stare. What moon? Moon, what do you mean? Bai Xiaoai felt that she had suddenly become a counselor. When she met this man, she could not speak completely. Do you want to pretend to know me? The man's voice seems to have a trace of displeasure. Without waiting for Bai Xiaoai's reaction, the man handsome opened the quilt, walked gracefully and steadily, and came to her. He suddenly approached, showing uninhibited, so that Bai Xiaoai's breathing cannot help but disorder up. Fortunately, he had a white bath towel around his naked body that he didn't know when to get this man. The body is good, tall and straight body, sexy and implied strength of the muscles evenly distributed, perfect lines are impeccable. You put me to sleep last night. That's it. Just pat your ass and leave. Xiao Mingyi took a look at the door handle that the woman was holding tightly. He raised his eyebrows like a monster, as if questioning and teasing her. Bai Xiaoai's brain was in a mess for a while. He said she slept him. Listen to the full novel at FameTV.info, direct link in the description.